Hello, and welcome back to another deep dive. I have to say, I am absolutely vibrating with energy right now.
hmm
It is 6 o'clock in the morning. It's a beautiful, crisp Monday. I've already consumed 20 pages of a book. I've had a green smoothie, and frankly, I am ready to conquer the world.
Hello, everyone. I was also conquering the world a few minutes ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I was doing it in League of Legends, and I'm pretty sure I lost. Wait, did you just say it's 6 in the morning?
It is 6 in the morning. The sun is up. The birds are singing.
That explains a lot. I was wondering why the light coming through my window was so aggressive. And
Aggressive.
those birds, and they sound so judgmental. I thought they were like screaming specifically at me.
They probably are judging you just a little bit. But
Yeah.
this contrast in our energy brings me to a really important question.
Okay.
Since the source material for today's deep dive is our own very different lifestyles, when was the last time you actually saw the sun?
That is a fair question. A somewhat painful question. Let me think. I saw it yesterday afternoon. It was
Yeah.
setting. Beautiful orange color. And that was exactly when I woke up to have my breakfast.
You ate breakfast at sunset.
It is the breakfast of champions. Or at least, the breakfast of someone who has completely lost a battle with their circadian rhythms.
Well, this is exactly what we are here to unpack today. We aren't just chatting about our mornings. We're doing a deep dive into the collision of two completely different universes.
Right.
We're looking at the psychology of the organized versus the chaotic, the perfectionist versus the chaos manager.
Okay, so we're analyzing the data on how you run your life like a high-speed train. Always on time, perfectly clean.
Exactly.
And how I run my life like a car that's slowly rolling down a hill with no brakes, but somehow still arrives at the destination.
And yet here we are, both sitting at the same microphones, getting the job done. So the mission for this deep dive is to explore how these two personality types coexist.
I feel like this is going to be a vulnerable conversation for me. I feel exposed.
It will be educational. And for everyone listening, you have to stick around until the very end. We have a special bonus takeaway where we recap key vocabulary to help you lock in these concepts.
Or in my case, the ritual of waking up and frantically wondering what year it is.
Let's start with my ideal scenario. My morning is designed around one core concept: frictionless efficiency. Have you ever heard of decision fatigue?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the idea that your brain has a limited amount of energy for making choices, right?
Yeah.
Like a battery.
Exactly. The average person makes thousands of decisions a day. You don't want to waste that precious battery power at 6 a.m. deciding what to wear. It's a low-value decision.
I agree with the logic, actually. I just apply it remarkably differently.
So to combat this, I use a capsule wardrobe. Before I go to bed, I check the weather, check my schedule, and I lay out the perfect outfit.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. When I wake up after my 15 minutes of meditation, I just slide into the clothes. No thinking required.
See, I also have a capsule wardrobe.
Oh.
It is a very special piece of furniture called the chair.
The chair.
Yes. You know the chair. I think a lot of our listeners know the chair. It's that one chair in the corner of the bedroom that's covered in a geological formation of laundry. It's a mountain.
That sounds structurally unstable. And also like a fire hazard.
It is a delicate ecosystem. But here's where we differ on the psychology.
Yeah.
You want to eliminate friction to save energy? I need friction to wake my brain up. My selection process is very organic. I reach into the pile, I grab a t-shirt, and I perform the scientific sniff test.
Sniff test.
If it smells reasonably clean, that is my outfit for the day.
Eh.
It introduces an element of surprise.
I am horrifyingly fascinated. But what about socks? Surely you pair them up before they go on the chair.
That brings us to the sock lottery.
Lol.
I reach into the pile, I pull out one sock, I reach in again. If the second sock matches the pattern of the first, I consider it a massive sign from the universe that it is going to be a lucky day.
And if they don't match?
Then I wear them anyway. It's a statement. It says, I'm not too busy thinking big thoughts to worry about matching my ankles.
So, listeners, I just want you to picture this. If you are walking down the street and you see a man wearing flip-flops, unmapped socks, and maybe a necktie because he grabbed the wrong thing, that is likely my co-host.
Hey, it's a look. It's called eclectic. But seriously, your way sounds so calm. My way is pure adrenaline. It keeps life exciting.
It keeps me anxious just listening to it. But
Yeah.
this chaotic energy, it doesn't just stay in the bedroom, right? It translates directly into how we function in the workplace battlefield.
Battlefield, I like that.
Yeah.
But for me, the battlefield is mostly digital, and I'm usually losing.
Okay, let's talk workflow philosophies.
Yeah.
When I get to the office, I have a strategy called Eat the Frog.
Please tell me that is a metaphor.
It is. It means tackling the hardest, most annoying task of the day immediately. You do the worst thing first.
That just sounds painful. Why would you do that to yourself first thing in the morning?
Because of the dopamine. Once that hard task is done, the rest of the day feels easy. And my favorite part of the day is achieving inbox zero.
Inbox zero. I'm sorry, that's a myth. That is a legend told to business students to scare them. It doesn't actually exist.
It does exist. Clearing out the inbox, for me, it's a form of therapy. Seeing that number hit zero gives me a massive sense of control.
See, I look at my inbox differently. Right now, I believe I have exactly 3,452 unread emails.
I can physically feel my blood pressure rising. How do you sleep at night knowing there are 3,000 demands for your attention?
I sleep during the day, remember? But honestly, those emails are just, they're like background decoration, wallpaper.
Paper.
Yeah. If something is really important, the person will eventually text me or call me screaming, right?
That is a terrifying way to live. So how do you actually get work done? What drives you?
Inspiration. I wait for the lightning bolt. I usually feel a massive burst of inspiration exactly 1 hour before a deadline.
One.
Yes. It's like magic. My brain activates. My fingers fly across the keyboard. The focus is, like, absolute.
You know, I have to correct you on the terminology here. In psychology, we don't call that inspiration. We call that the urgency effect, or more simply, survival instinct.
Potato, potato. The result's the same.
But let's analyze the why. You're relying on a spike in cortisol, the stress hormone, to force your brain into hyperfocus. You are literally terrifying yourself into productivity.
Well, when you put it that way, it sounds unhealthy,
Oh.
but it works. But I think this extends beyond just us. It goes to the other living creatures in our homes.
Oh, absolutely. The pet hierarchy. Pets are a reflection of their owners, aren't they?
They really are.
Okay, let's talk about Luna.
The queen.
Luna is my cat. She is the embodiment of peace. When I'm working, she just sits quietly by the window, crosses her paws, and looks out at the world with this elegant, steady stare. She's the perfect coworker for a perfectionist.
She is very intimidating. I feel like whenever I visit, she knows I haven't done my taxes. She just looks at me like, your life is a mess, human.
She probably does know. Cats are very perceptive. Now, tell us about Cooper.
Cooper, my dog. Cooper thinks he's a nightclub DJ.
A DJ.
Yes.
Yeah.
He loves sound. He loves making noise, and he has the sixth sense. He knows the exact moment I click join meeting on a video conference call.
Oh.
As soon as my camera turns on, he decides that a delivery driver 3 streets away is a mortal threat to our safety.
So he provides the background track to your professional meetings.
Exactly. He's remixing the meeting with barking. And it's not just the noise. He adds to the technical chaos. You know how I sometimes disconnect randomly from our call?
I've always just assumed it was your internet connection.
Nope. It's usually because Cooper has decided that my headphone cable is a delicious piece of licorice. He just chews right through them.
So let me get this straight. You have a dog that destroys your equipment and interrupts your work, and you live with a chair full of laundry and over 3,000 unread emails.
It sounds bad when you list it all together like that. It sounds like a cry for help.
It sounds chaotic. But here's the fascinating thing. This brings us to the synthesis of our deep dive. The real question we need to answer.
The big mystery.
Why are we friends?
It is a mystery for the ages.
I mean, we are living on different planets. My planet is organized, clean, schedule. Your planet is, well, it's a survival video game where you're constantly dodging obstacles.
But it works, doesn't it? I have a theory about this. I think our friendship is symbiotic. It's like emotionally transactional.
How so?
Well, think about it. I need you. Genuinely. If I didn't have you, I would probably forget what day of the week it is. You are my external hard drive. You keep me tethered to reality.
That is true. I do send you a lot of reminder texts. Meeting in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Eat food. Exactly. But I think, and don't deny it, I think you need me too.
Oh. And why does the perfectionist need the chaos manager?
Because I make you feel great about yourself. You look at my life with the unread emails and the chewed up cables, and you think, wow, my life is absolutely perfect by comparison. I'm your confidence booster.
You know, there might be some truth to that. It is very validating to see that I am not the one wearing flip-flops with a tie.
See, we complete each other. The perfectionist needs the chaos manager to define what perfection actually looks like.
It's a beautiful, messy balance, and that leads us to the challenge for our listeners today. We really want to know where you stand.
Yes. We want you to self-identify. Are you team discipline? You got the capsule wardrobe and the inbox zero. Or are you team chaos, living on survival mode, pure adrenaline, and lucky socks?
Or maybe you're somewhere in between, but you have to pick a side in the comments. I'm betting most people wish they were team discipline, but secretly act like team chaos.
I think you'd be surprised. The creative genius often thrives in the mess. A clean desk is a sign of a blank mind, right?
That is just something messy people say to feel better. But we shall see. Now, we promised a bonus at the end, especially for those of you using this to sharpen your English. We used 2 specific terms today.
Right. Let's recap them. The first one was what you used to describe my work style. Survival instinct.
Yes, or the urgency effect. In the workplace, this doesn't mean running from a bear. It refers to that psychological state where you only take action because the consequence of not acting is immediate. It's reacting, not planning.
And the second term was capsule wardrobe.
A capsule wardrobe is a small, curated collection of clothes that can be mixed and matched. It's about minimizing clutter and, more importantly, reducing that decision fatigue.
It's the polar opposite of the chair.
It is.
Hey, the chair is a capsule. It's just a very large, dusty, unpredictable capsule.
We will agree to disagree on that.
Before we go, please remember to like this video, subscribe, and share this deep dive with a friend. Maybe a friend who's the organized counterpart to your chaos.
Or the chaotic counterpart to your organization. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss our next discussion.
And for those of you who want to really test your understanding of today's chat, look in the video description below. We've put together some learning cards and a quiz link.
It's a great way to make sure you caught all the details.
Study hard, and we look forward to seeing you again on air.
Bye, everyone.